I've just moved my wheel. Yeah, I've just been loading up my wheel into the trailer there because tomorrow we're going down into Milheim, down into the centre of the town. They're closing off part of the street to, well, not to traffic but to parking. So we're having a booth there, and I'm having my wheel, and we're going to have pots for sale, etc. So we've just been loading that up. I just had my neighbour come up and help me load it. But what I'm about to do now is some slipping of some of these pots here that you saw me do that wax resist decoration on. So basically I've got a setup here which always good idea, you know, when you're going to do especially slipping or glazing a bigger piece, just to think it through a little bit how you're going to go about it. So that's exactly what I've been doing, and I come up with this arrangement here with a banding wheel set up there, as you can see. So let's just bring this a little bit closer, something like that, and see how we do. Yeah, so when you're going to slip, it's probably a good idea not to let them get completely dry. Allow still some moisture to be retained in the pot. So that's why I've kept these, you know, under plastic. Give your slip a good mix. I got here a sponge and some water because my neighbour, of course, is driving by now. We'll just have to wait for him to go. If it's not my neighbour, somebody cutting down trees, or maybe he'll switch off. Good. So yeah, thinking this through. By the way, this is red iron oxide slip, which is like 75% red clay, 25% red iron oxide. It's best to use synthetic red iron oxide. So, and I'm going to need a pouring jug. Something like this. So, yeah. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just dip the top first, you see, like that. Put it on there like that, and I'm going to take my red iron oxide slip, okay, and I'm going to pour it like this, you see. Now we want to make sure that the decoration isn't lost. Okay, now just taking a sponge just to go around like that to get the worst of it off, you see. Okay, well, let's get ready now for the next one. La-dee-dee. Right, here's one you saw me do. Okay, let's dip the top. Okay. All right. Just clean off like that. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee dee. Next one. All right. Give him a stir, you know. Keep the slip suspended. Down. There. Right. Getting dizzy now, you see, too much blowing. It's messy, you know, to do this. I can pick out the places where the slip hasn't really resisted properly. Oops. Whoops, didn't clean them, did I? All fun and games. La, 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 la. Dee, 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 dee. I missed a bit there. Never mind, we'll just pour it now while we're still. Okay. Missed that one. He hadn't shown himself. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's got to be one of the messiest jobs we do in the pottery, isn't it? Well, as you see, we've had to work there quite hard to yes, wipe your hands, Simon, before you touch the camera. Not a bad idea. So yes, there's a lot of cleanup and but it's okay. It's all contained, isn't it? Basically within the bowl here, and you know, a little bit of sponging down, and we'll be all good. So yeah, you know, well, you'll see the wax, how it resists, and it doesn't always properly resist. And sometimes it's quite nice to have a decoration that isn't always absolutely clear cut and dried, if you know what I mean. Sort of like it's a little bit, maybe a little bit covered, but it's merging, it's coming out, you know, from the from the clouds, as it were. So see, and there's odd little places where you miss. It doesn't always matter, actually. Even that, you know, a little bit of missing every once in a while isn't going to hurt, you know. In fact, you see, there's supposed to be a double line here, but the underline didn't come out properly. But yeah. So what we've got to do now is just go over these, clean them up a bit, and wipe the bottoms. Some people may not think, oh well, Simon, it's not necessary to clean them up, just leave them as they are, you know, like natural. Well, yeah, I can do that up to a point, but there's a bit of me also that feels like I want to clean it a bit more. So some people are very kind of messy and they like to leave fingerprints all over the pot under where they've held the pot. They don't want to cover them up. I don't have any hard and fast rules about it myself. Sometimes I might leave them a bit and sometimes I might cover them up, just depends. Anyway folks, thanks for joining us. That's just doing a little bit of slipping there, just showing you how I do it here with a banding wheel and a bowl and plenty of mess. So yeah, visit my website simonleachpottery.com. If you're in this locality, come to Millheim, come and see us working in the street tomorrow. That's always good fun. So interacting with the public, you know. And yeah, above all, keep practicing. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.